Welcome back to Korea for our last final at the Victor Korea Open. It is the mixed doubles final between the 5th seeds, He Ji-ting and Du Yue, against Mathias Christiansen and Christina Pedersen of Denmark. So number 5 seeds against the 2nd seeds. Here's how the current standings are. See that neither of these pairs are in the top 10. Obviously these stats will be updated. James and Juan currently lead the way. The mixed doubles draw from the quarter-final stage onwards. See, Christensen and Pedersen required 3 games yesterday to progress through from their semi, whereas the Chinese opponents got through straight games. But today's a new day, and we're expecting an entertaining mixed doubles final.
And they're placed side by side on that race to Guangzhou ranking. The Danes are number 16 and the Chinese pair is number 17.
Well, the officials are out on court, as you can see, along with the line judges. And that means the players about to make their entrance. Here they come. With the Chinese pair at the front. Out there on court with the umpires. First ever meeting, which is interesting. As you said there, 16th and 17th in the race to Guangzhou. So presumably if the Chinese win today, they'll leapfrog the Danes. Might go up a couple of spots, still give themselves a chance making those grand finals. He Ji-ting, 13 now, has been a size 8 in the world, as you can see. Actually won gold at the World Juniors a couple of years ago. Only 20, I mean, it's a bit of a battle of youth against experience here. The Chinese are the youth because Du Yue is also just 20. Thai Open champions last year. And here's how they've progressed thus far. Just the one occasion that a 3rd game was required. That was in the 1st round. It's Jomko and Super Junical.
And they beat Faisal and Vijaya from Indonesia convincingly. It's a pair the Danes have had real problems with earlier on.
Well, there's Mathias Christiansen. A bronze at the 2017 European Championships in the men's doubles, actually. Won the Indian Open early this year, and of course he had a lot of success with Tigerson and Greyback. And there is his current partner, Christina Pedersen. She has been ranked at 1 in the world previously. She's 32.
Ready to play.
Got to the final of both the Hong Kong Open and the China Open last year. She's won 19 mixed doubles titles. That's their path through to the final. Just that tricky semi-final yesterday, otherwise not been a problem. Christoph Ostbold of Germany is the chair umpire. And the service judge, Satyawan Mahadu of Mauritius. What's your reading of this match, Steen, ahead of time? I mean, the Danes would be favourites, presumably.
I think the Danes are going to win it. They played really well yesterday, in my opinion, against Seo Sung-jae and Che Yu-jung. The Koreans, they're no pushover, and they also got the side they wanted, I think. Started on that side yesterday, lost the first game, but then came back and was dominant in the last two.
CHRISTIANSEN, PEDERSEN, Denmark.
Hu Jiting is a tricky player. Always feels like he's got more to give. Excellent potential. And of course, Due, we've seen her in women's doubles really good at the net. So it's going to be a battle for the attack. And
PEDERSEN to serve to Hu Jiting.
if the Chinese can win that, then they have a chance to beat the Danes for the victory.
So Pedersen
Started.
started.
1 love. So it's over.
Well, she's going to have to find another method when she serves. Is Due. Certainly when she serves to Christiansen.
So it's over.
Christina Pedersen mentioned to the Danish media that she wasn't particularly fond of the hall here. She felt it was very light, strong beams from the top of the ceiling. There's no dedicated badminton lighting here in the hall. Ceiling couldn't cope with it, and it's different to the normal tournaments in this level. So she had a little bit of problems seeing the shuttles at the net, but this one she definitely saw that. Ooh, what's going on?
So it's over. 3-2.
If they win this title, I don't think she'll moan too much about the lights. 2-all, or rather 3-2 now. The Chinese pair's favour. Well, a couple of fantastic returns from Pedersen, but to no avail in the end.
4-2.
It did win a low-key event. This was a Super 100 women's doubles event in China earlier this year, did Due. So it's not that they can't play. They're on the 5th seeds here. Well, really good start.
5-2.
Yeah, and pretty much as expected. It's the difficult side to play, the ones that the Danes have at the moment. Though in the women's doubles there were signs that might have been the other way around, actually.
Didn't expect Christina Pedersen to miss that.
2.
Right at the bottom of the net as well.
Yeah, she was struggling a little bit yesterday, not too much, but there were a couple of rallies where the swing got a little bit too big on the front court. You want to shorten your swing movement. When you're at the net, you don't have that much time.
3-6.
Well-placed smash from Mathias Christiansen.
That one wasn't coming back.
Four, 6.
It's part of the Thomas Cup team that won the title in 2016, Mathias Christiansen, and saw some action. Also part of the team that got the bronze here in 2018.
5-6.
But now focuses on the mixed double.
Well, you can see exactly what he was trying to do, as there was a
6 all.
huge yawning space on the Danish side, but
And he even played it with a little deception, so Mathias Christiansen was on his way to the other side. Trips a little bit there, heard you think.
well, he's 6'2", Christiansen, and he can get near that, stretching forward. Really clever shot. Extremely well played.
Service over. 8-7.
Maintaining the control.
Service over. 8.
Fine shot that from BWF. Just surprised Christiansen a little bit.
Yeah, he's played really well in women's doubles in Japan with Lee Yun-hui. Beat Takahashi and Matsutomo. And we've just seen in this tournament.
First challenge in this final. I think they're overly hopeful and overturning this, but we'll see when Hawkeye Does his work. Yeah, comfortably.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 9-8. Play. Service over.
It's also not his speciality, play from below the tape, He Jiqing, so.
He wheeled away in annoyance when he played that shot. Handing the net cord for Christina Pedersen.
Yeah.
10-9.
Danes didn't play Japan Open, they played China last week and lost in the quarterfinal in a very exciting match against the
Service over. 10-all.
World Championship silver medalist from China, Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping. Eventually, Huang and Wang came through 28-26 in the decider.
Yeah, well anticipated.
11-10.
She's done that
Interval.
so often in this tournament, virtually every time I've commentated on this pair. So they have a narrow advantage at the interval, 11-10.
Seconds. 20 seconds. No. Play. Service over. 11-all.
Misjudgment
It's over.
for Christiansen.
12-11.
Wow.
13-11.
Good flicker. From Du Yue.
Well, here's a little cushion now for
14-11.
the Chinese pair.
Well challenged at the net there by He Jiqing. lucky there, the Danes. First the smash from Christiansen hit the net cord, and then
14.
WS net drop stayed on the Chinese side of the courts. That was an important point, I think, for the Danes to still keep close to Do and He.
13-14. Service over.
I still think it's too big swing. That one from Christina Pedersen. Too much arm, wants too much.
Well, they played really well at the net,
16,
and at the moment,
13.
the Danes just coming off second best in that area.
Yeah, they're definitely challenging. Let's see here. Probably just block it out to one of the sides, and that Matthias Christiansen uses big smash.
17-13.
So, so far, really well played by her and Duke. Also, strategy-wise, excellent service return. Good interception on from
14,
Christiansen.
17.
This time she was quick with the racket, Christina Pedersen.
Right between the two of them. So often such an effective place to play it. And they're back within a point now.
17.
Christiansen and Pedersen.
Fantastic return by Duvier.
How did she reach it?
Service over.
It was a good flicker from Pedersen, but
18.
somehow she made it back. Here it comes. I mean, if there's no quality in that shot, then it's immediately killed by Christina Pedersen.
So that was, yeah, straight into the trap, really.
17-18.
Pedersen knew it was coming.
Sensing that He Jiqing was trying to challenge her sideways.
Like,
Flicker sent back with interest from He Jiqing. And that might be a pivotal moment in this opening game.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I mean, so he's a player who, when you see him play, you feel like he has some kind of excess potential. He Jing. Mixed doubles title in 2016.
What a shot that was.
20, game point, 17.
Resigned but respectful smile on Pedersen's face. 3 game points for the Chinese pair.
Service over. 18-20.
That will work. 21-18 in the opening game here, and a bit of a surprise on the cards as HSBC and BWF lead the #2 seeds from Denmark by 1 game to love. Story will continue in a couple of moments. Second game, love all, play. So BWF to serve, start of this second game.
One, love.
He's got a range of shots, HSBC, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Service over. 1 all.
One of the differences between the match we saw yesterday with Su and Che to this match here with He and Du against Pedersen and Christiansen is that Du is more hard hitting than Che Yu-jung, she's a
Service
bit more
over.
dangerous, so she can play at the back court and stay there for a couple of shots and letting He Ji-ting take care of the front court and look for the possibilities there. So it's become more difficult for the Danes. And it's now they should presumably play the better side of the court, but it takes some mental power to fall down 1-0 in games.
Yeah, and you still have to play well.
Yeah.
You know, get the best out of the conditions. That was lucky. Shooting a little trick shot, nearly worked. That is magnificent.
4-3.
How good an angle do you want? How about that?
Service over. 4-all. Service over. 5-4. Service over.
Missed opportunity.
5-all. Service over.
It's almost like
6-5.
two fighters trading punches here. We get,
Yeah,
we get
it
some
is.
magic from the Danes, and then the Chinese come back.
Excellent service from Matthias Christiansen. Touches the top of the net court. Sometimes it slows the serve down. I think he gave it a little bit more momentum here.
8-5.
Those three really good points for the Danes. Two quick ones on the service.
Service over. 6-8.
This time it's Stuyves's turn to get that serve working.
Yeah, that was really good serve, and Mathias Christiansen just returned the way he used to, and normally he's really, really good at those service returns. So no need to get disheartened by one mistake.
Service over. 9-7.
It's from the net camera. We need to see this, whether Christina Pedersen touches it before it's crossed the net. No call from the umpire, Christoph Osborne.
Yeah, you don't want to tee up Mathias Christiansen if you can help it in that kind of range, because you won't really see the shuttle.
Service over. 8-10.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Amazing, but I think he touched it. Christina Pedersen is furious.
Well, the umpire obviously hasn't seen it.
10. Sorry.
If he hasn't seen it, he can't call it.
Yeah, clearly not. Because it was almost like an afterthought for Pedersen to continue the rally, wasn't it? She thought it was a done deal.
Yeah, but you have to play until the umpire calls it.
For sure.
Play.
It's the right decision by the umpire.
It's not really for the other pair to kind of get involved and say, yeah, we did touch it, give them the point.
No, not at all. I mean, next time it might be the other way around. But it doesn't help Mathias Christiansen to keep on discussing it, because he's not going to change the umpire's mind. And that's because the umpire is doing the right thing here. I think it's a mistake. I think her actually touched the shuttle, but as long as the umpire doesn't see it, he can't do anything.
9-10.
Well, you can have two reactions when you kind of have a seething sense of injustice. One is you lose your control, basically, and the other is that you turn it into a positive source of energy and play out your skin. We'll see which is the case here.
All.
Also be interesting to see if they continue the argument, or if Mathias does when they go for the interval after this point. And he's clearly very unhappy with life.
Yeah.
Now here's where the coach has to work on the mentality thing more than any tactics. That was the final point, not the one at issue.
Twenty seconds.
They basically just have to forget it. That's the thing.
They probably can't forget it, but they have to accept that that is how it is. It's pretty much like if you're getting called for being over the tape when you kill a shot. Same thing. You don't know whether it's right or wrong. Might have been wrong, but that's the way it's been called, and it's not going to change.
And meanwhile, they're just on a little roll of their own, the
12,
Chinese pair.
Yeah, they're of course trying to take advantage of it.
Slip didn't help. I'm not sure would have come back anyway, but the fact he was on the ground just confirmed it wouldn't. No question that the levels dropped for the Danish pair since that incident.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they're coming back up again. Six straight points now for the Chinese pair. 7.
14, 10.
If I were the Danes, I would definitely challenge the next possibility I had. Get a break.
Well, it just seems they need a head clearing moment because
Yes.
they're being absolutely dominated at the moment. Another point
15, 10.
for Hare and Du.
8 points in a row. It's not 8 points since the incident, because I think that was after they've gotten a couple of points. It was at 9-10.
Service over.
Well, that stops the rot at least.
11,
But is it enough?
15.
Ooh,
12, 15.
that was a reasonably good opportunity missed. Oi, she lost her racket. He's down on the floor. What's going on?
Doesn't matter because her partner found a magic winner
13,
there.
15.
She goes down.
So I better finish the point off now then.
Yeah. Good deception for the Danes. In the middle of the rally, just one of the players lets
It's all part,
herself fall down.
all part of his plan.
Yeah.
So 3 points in a row now for the man and woman in red. And they seem to have the crowd on their side as well.
14, 15.
And obviously the crowd want the match to go on, so.
And also, I think the crowd could see that it probably touched her. Do you think? Important couple of rallies coming up here. Well played. Net court. It's going wide. It's like a chess game right now.
16, 14.
Yeah, I don't think there was a single smash in that rally, was
No.
there? It was all about touch and deception and angles.
Still 21 shots. They're back in it, the Danes. But they've not left themselves a lot of margin for error. She's doing well, do it.
Fabulous rally again. And it's the Chinese who come out on top again.
17.
Situations like
40.
this that makes me say that he has some kind of excess potential. He's still young, He Jiting. And Du was definitely playing well in that rally also. Play.
Nothing Pedersen can do really.
40.
And that puts them on the brink.
I think they would have gone long had Christina Pedersen not taking it.
4.
That
2
one.
more points required. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, I think that one would have gone long.
Five-point lead now, and just 2 more needed to take the title.
Service over.
Oh, that was a very nervy backhand.
15.
Very
19.
nervy. He has pushed it rather than hit it with any kind of a conviction. That's on the line.
Yeah.
There's going to be a challenge. Even more drama coming here in this mixed doubles final. We both thought it was good.
That was good.
Got to check with Hawkeye. Yeah, no problem.
Challenge unsuccessful. 16-19.
I don't think Du has gotten this feeling, hey, we're going to win this match. Sometimes you get it. That's a fantastic feeling to have on court, but I don't think they have it yet. I think they still feel it's on the line. The match, so to speak.
Great get from Pedersen at one point, but He Jiting has got his pair almost to the finish line. 4 championship points here. I'm fascinated what, if the Danes do lose this, what they say afterwards about that incident, because it clearly has affected them, or it did for about 5 minutes after it happened. 4 championship points. It's a surprise win for the Chinese pair, 21-16 in the second game. I don't think there were too many who thought that the Danes would be vanquished in straight games, but vanquished they have been. And it's a great win for He Jiting and Du Yue. Just watching Christiansen, who does indeed shake the umpire's hand, and he's continuing the conversation though.
Yeah.
Match won by He Jiting. Game.
It doesn't help. They're not going to change it.
final point. A little clever backhand into the open space. And it's the biggest title of the 20-year-olds, two 20-year-olds career in mixed doubles so far. And obviously it'll help them enormously in terms of ranking points towards trying to force a place in the top 8 and get to Guangzhou. Still several tournaments to go, of course, before that. We've got Chinese Taipei next week, Denmark and France, Korea, a couple of others as well. I thought it was terrific today. How do you think?
He was fantastic, and I mean, they played really well. The Danes played well also, but clearly that incident at 9-10 cost some important points. They managed to fight back, but left themselves no margin for error, and that became costly in the end. And I think you could have seen the same thing had it been the other way around with the young Chinese, and I think that's a little bit to do with inexperience, with especially Matthias Christiansen. That
yeah, because it seemed like Pedersen, obviously she's 8 years Christiansen's senior. She was obviously at the moment she was having a word with the umpire, just said, "Did you not see that?" And then after that, then clearly he wasn't going to change his mind. She forgot about it, and he didn't.
And it would have been nice if she'd sort of dragged Matthias Christiansen away and said, "Hey, we've never seen anyone come back and change this and say, oh, sorry, it's a mistake. We give the point to you." That's not happening.
So here's the presentation party for our 5th and final match of the afternoon. It's been pretty much exactly 5 hours of entertainment for you. There's been plenty of that. So Christiansen and Pedersen have to be content with the silver medal here, which is still worth the best part of $23,000 US and a load of ranking points, and the medals, and of course the bonus. Biggest win of their career so far, and I think we're going to see a lot more of them over the next decade or so as a mixed doubles pairing. $47,000 is the first prize in the doubles. Just over 9,000 ranking points. And you get a Bubbly Tour as well. Can't be bad. Not sure if they're going to play in Chinese Taipei next week, but certainly put themselves within striking distance in the race to Guangzhou. A couple more big tournaments make the difference.
The problem for them is that each country is only allowed 2 spots, and since Huang Yachong and Zhang Siwei is the reigning world champion, there's only 1 spot left to fight for with Jiang Nan, Li Yunhui, and Wang and Huang Dongping.
I'll pose for a few more photographs. Only 20, both of them. So plenty more to come. They got the coach in there as well. He doesn't get a bunny though.
He gets both the medals.
Yeah, he's not stupid. He's got one half of the check on his knee. He looks actually even more excited than they did.
I thought exactly the same.
Nothing like a few selfies. Look at this. So just to recap for you then, what we've seen today, we saw CHN take down the men's title pretty easily through to 10 against Sugiyatu. And then Nozomi Okahara came through against Zhang Beiwen in a really tough match. We saw in the men's doubles, Endo and Watanabe take down Hoki and Kobayashi despite losing the first game. The women's doubles was pretty straightforward. Matsumoto Takahashi in straight games. And the mixed doubles, controversially, entertainingly, a win for the two 20-year-olds from China against the Danes. That's about all we've got for you from Korea. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage, not just today, but all 3 days. From myself, Trevor Harris, for Steve Pedersen, and our whole ultra-talented cast and crew here. See you in Chinese Taipei next week. Bye-bye.
Go!